Get your snacks at the ready, or you're going to be hungry. These are the best cooking games to play in 2022. Hear that? It's our bellies rumbling. We need some good food and stat. Luckily, we don't even have to leave our desk chairs to enjoy some delicious meals, as long as your eyes are all that's hungry. We've got 10 games with cooking at their heart, so you can be inspired in the kitchen and maybe even learn a thing or two. Before we sit down to this 10-course meal though, don't forget to subscribe to the Logitech G channel for a smorgasbord of other content from us. Okay, we know you're hungry. Here are 10 cooking games to play on PC in 2022 and beyond. Let's start off this list by setting sail to the charming port of Moonglow Bay. You play as a rookie angler, mourning the disappearance of their spouse who throws themselves into fishing. Head off in your boat to explore the bay, catching all manner of underwater creatures. Then return to your cozy cabin and turn your salty catch into delicious food. The cooking of Moonglow Bay is more than just picking a recipe and hitting bake. You've got to master a number of mini-games to make your meals. Our character gets better at cooking as we get better at timing and tapping in real life. Chop, boil, fry, wash. We're definitely on the seafood diet in Moonglow Bay. Seafood and eat it. Now this is a game that makes us hungry. In Vemba, it's the 1980s, and you're an Indian mum who immigrated to Canada with her family. You'll explore their story and relationships through branching conversations and, best of all, food. The recipes are a way to relate to each other. They're a way to connect with home. Each ingredient or cooking technique speaks of the past life you've left behind, but also the future you're building with your family. And oh wow, do they all look delicious. With all this delicious food we've been digitally making, it's about time for a nice drink to wash it all down with. In Pico, you run a small tea shop, brewing hot drinks for cute cats. Of course, because this is the most wholesome game to ever exist. You must harvest tea leaves, prepare them, and serve into a variety of tasty drinks. There are different serving rituals and recipes to learn and combine, making every drink unique. And you'll want to master it when those cute critters are your customers. The name says it all. Rolling Hills is about making friends and making sushi, which makes sense because we would instantly befriend anyone who offered us food. You take over a rundown cafe and do it up to be a thriving restaurant for the local human and animal townsfolk. Don't worry, there aren't any fish people though. As well as exploring the town, you'll mainly be behind the counter, picking ingredients to craft the most succulent sushi imaginable. We're hungry just thinking about it. This is one for those who want to be really immersed in their digital cooking. Lost Recipes is a VR-only experience where you cook recipes for ghosts from across history. You visit traditional cooking setups from around the world and create local delicacies. Native speakers from each location will guide you through different techniques, and you're encouraged to take your time, mastering the details rather than rushing to serve tables. After all, ghosts have all the time in the world. Visit a variety of places from ancient Greece to ancient China, and you'll not only learn about delicious food, but the cultural significance of these dishes. It's out now, so go on, get cooking. We've spoken a lot on this channel about how excited we are to manage a B&B in the adorable sim Bear and Breakfast. The art style means we can decorate rooms exactly as we please, and there's a whole forest out there to explore, but that's missing one very important part of the title, the breakfast. It wouldn't be a quaint weekend away without a hearty meal. Bear and Breakfast uses a deck building method for cooking, where you need to team cards such as fire with ingredients to prepare your meals. It looks delicious and we can barely contain our excitement. Let's put away the wish lists for a moment and head back to another game you can actually play right now. Cooking Simulator has been around for a few years now, making us embrace the 5-second rule as we battle physics-based chefing. And since then, we've indulged in a number of delicious DLC, from baking cakes to pizzas, but now it's time for some doomsday prepping. The Shelter DLC teaches us post-apocalyptic cooking techniques. In an underground bunker, we put together signature dishes made with scraps left over from the before times, mixed with mutant rats we just shot down. We can even grow glowing mushrooms and radioactive-looking tomatoes. This is fine dining of the future. 2020 was a weird year. But with a lot of us inside more, cooking was a common newfound passion. Nayanas Recipe is this experience in a game, where you learn to cook from your grandmother's guidance over a difficult time. It is a cooking game that really wants you to cook too. You individually chop items, add specific amounts of ingredients. It takes those skills seriously. There aren't any targets or goals to hit, you're there to enjoy the process of cooking itself. Okay, we're heading to the kitchen. Grab us for the next entry. Those of us who love cooking games usually do so because we love food. So Soup Pot, a real ode to this stuff, is the game to make your mouth water. You spend time in traditional kitchens, crafting one of over 100 recipes and sharing your results on the fictional social media site. Because have you really eaten a good meal if you didn't Instagram it first? The best part is that developers Chicken Club work directly with actual chefs to make sure any meal you cooked in-game could be recreated exactly in real life. So if you get hungry just playing, you can put down the mouse and pick up a frying pan to continue making your delicious food. So this entry is a little ways off with a release date of 2023, but it looks so good we couldn't help but start salivating over it now. Various role-playing games have a cooking mechanic, but Chef RPG is the first to have it as the core of the game. In a beautiful pixel world, you run and manage a restaurant, forage and hunt to gather ingredients, and befriend the local people you meet along the way. It looks like it might finally be the thing to replace our Stardew Valley obsession. Maybe. Gosh, we're hungry now. Those were 10 cooking games you can play in 2022 and beyond. Let us know where you'll be cooking up a storm in the comments below, and if you enjoyed, give this video a like. For more videos like this, subscribe to the Logitech G channel and hit the notification bell. Okay, we're off to buy some well-deserved snacks.